Good morning, my fellow Tottenham fans, and welcome back to the Irish Hotspur with your boy Big Dave. And I hope you're all having a fantastic start to your day. But it is Tuesday morning, which means it is Academy report time, where basically I round up all the news over the last week and bring them here all to one place for you guys to be able to consume nice and easily. I'll also be keeping you up to date with the under 21s and the under 18s on how they're getting on in their retrospective league and cup campaigns. Also, keeping an eye on Tottenham's future stars and keeping you up to date with upcoming fixtures as well for both teams. So let's waste no time and let's get straight into it. And we do start with the news that came out via George Sessions of PA Media that duo Alfie Dorrington and Jamie Donnelly are set to remain part of Postecoglou's first team squad despite numerous loan interest in both. For me, I think this is absolutely fantastic news for these two guys, but also for the under 21s. For these two guys, it gives them a lot more time to work with Ange Postecoglou, get to grips with what he expects from them, get to grips with his tactics and the demands as well, and give them a real good chance heading into the pre-season tour next season and into next and onwards into the next season to try and stake their claim for a place in the first team squad, but also push on for an opportunity. I also think it's great news for the under 21s who are also going for a league and cup double. They've been absolutely decimated this season with the likes of Phillips, Craig, Keeley, people like that, Devine being pushed out on loan. But with these two guys hanging around, I think they might be used. I think what the plan probably will be going forward is that they will continue to train with the first team. However, if they're not required for action on the weekend, not even to make the bench, I do feel like they'll be asked to go and play with the under 21s, which will boost their chances of a league and cup double coming into the second half of the season. Now, moving on to the next pieces of news, and that is that Adaramola, Ajayi, and Callum Logan have signed new contracts at Tottenham. We'll start with Ajayi's new deal, and the club statement read, "We are delighted to announce that Damola Ajayi has signed his first professional contract with the club. Congratulations to Ajayi and his family. The forward has been a regular, lively influence in our under 18 side in the last two seasons, operating either off the right flank or as the central striker. In 22-23, he was part of the squad that memorably won the under 17 and under 18 Premier League Cup doubles. Absolutely great days they were, and a great watch as well, I would add. And this team has, or this term, Ajayi has also stepped up to appear for our under 21s in the Premier League to campaign. And so credit to Ajayi there, and congratulations to him and his family, and hopefully he pushes on to bigger and better things at Tottenham Hotspur. Also, Callum Logan, the club statement reads, "We are delighted to announce that Callum Logan has signed his first professional contract with the club. Born in Cambridge, the 17-year-old joined from our academy from Ipswich Town in early 2023. Going full-time as a scholar last summer, he is currently part of our under-18 squad. A versatile defender, Callum can operate either as a left-sided centre-back or a left-back." Which we know Postecoglou absolutely loves versatility. So that stands them two guys in good stead, and good to see them getting rewarded for their fine performances. And congratulations to Logan, to him and his family, and hopefully it also pushes him on to better things at Tottenham Hotspur. It's good to see that they are tying the future down. Now, with Callum Logan, I know some people will be surprised that we brought him in from Ipswich. That's a common theme of what we're starting to do lately. Well, now we brought in Herbie James from the Man City Academy, Sunsup Bell from the Chelsea Academy, Lancashire from the Sheffield United Academy and stuff like that. And good to see it working out in our favour. Now, moving on to the next piece of news, and that is that Luca Gunter, the under-21 goalkeeper, trains with the first team over the mid-season break. Now, in a recent video shared on Spurs Play, Gunter can be seen working on drills with the goalkeeping coaches and training alongside first-team goalies Guglielmo Vicario and Fraser Forrester. Good for me. I think it's absolutely great experience for someone like Luke Gunter. It gives him a taste of, what to expect if he ever were to make that step up as Tottenham's number one goalkeeper. Give him time to get everything in place that he needs to be able to prepare for that. Also gives him a name, something to achieve, and I think it's absolutely invaluable. And hopefully Luke Gunter took a lot away from it. I will also just add quickly, I think he's more than likely you're going to see a lot more of him in the sticks for the under-21s this season, with Josh Keeley being sent out on loan. But I don't think it means the likes of Luca Gunter, you'll see him in first team action anytime soon. It's basically just, giving Gunter, a pathway to the first team, something to aim for and stuff like that. Keep him hungry, which I absolutely love. And one more bit of news that I didn't bother making an image for, but goalkeepers from across our academy recently benefited from a special coaching clinic attended by Vicario and first-team goalkeeping coach Rob Birch. The dedicated evening session organised by our academy coaching team brought together goalkeepers from the under-9s all the way up to under-21s. The young stoppers had a chance to meet with Vicario and Rob before training out on the Hotspur Way pitches, where the duo did observe and provided invaluable guidance. Guglielmo and Rob then delivered some tactical insight and hosted a Q&A session in the analysis suite at the training centre, where they fielded a number of interesting questions from exciting young participants. And I absolutely love this. As a kid, they'll remember something like this for a lifetime. And it's nice to see that Vicario will give up some of his free time, some of his spare time, and put it back into Tottenham, put it back into the future generation, the up-and-coming stars, and something like that can really inspire a kid. So fair play to Vicario, fair play to Rob Birch, and I hope that all the young players, all the young goalkeepers really took a lot of sort of invaluable experience from that. Now, of course, though, we're going into the part where I'll update you on recent games played by the under-21s and the under-18s. Now, with the under-21s, they're on a bit of I would argue, a mid-season break themselves in the Premier League 2, so they had no games, no Premier League 2 games or Cup games, but the under-18s were in action in FA Youth Cup 4th round against Burton Albion. But we did, of course, remain on course for a league and cup double after beating Burton Albion 3-1 in the 4th round. Tyrese Hall led the way, firing in the opening goal, pouncing on the ball in the middle of the pitch before gliding forward and crashing a right-footed shot past Dudek from 18 yards out. And I will also add that is becoming a very common theme of Tyrese Hall's game. He got one very, very similar last week for the under-18s as well, where he pounced on a loose pass, drove at them, and had the technical ability to also deliver the killer blow. Tyrese Hall, for me, is one to watch. I watched him in the under-18 Cup final last season, and the energy and the work rate of this kid is absolutely unbelievable. I remember saying back then to Jack, that will serve him well going forward. And it's absolutely working out wonders for him. And also, he's adding that sort of devastating blow. He's killing teams off for making mistakes, which is absolutely crucial. And I would argue it won't be long before Postecoglou has to take a look at him with the level of performances he's putting in. Ellis Lahan doubled the lead with a well-worked second just over a minute into the second half, where Mikey Moore found Ajayi in space on the right flank, who put in an early delivery, swept home by Lahan as he arrived at the back post. Burton Albion did respond, but we stayed in control despite sort of losing some momentum at times in the closing stages. And it was Ollie Iro returning from injury who sort of delivered the devastating blow that absolutely killed off all belief, where he sort of put a calm finish into the bottom corner after Ajayi's shot came crashing back off of the crossbar. Absolutely great win for the boys. And of course, we know how important the FA Youth Cup is in England, how recognised it is as well. Winning that could really sort of up your status within the game and really make a lot of teams take notice. Ellis Lahan, just quickly as well, I'll go back to him. So came into the side as a 16-year-old this season and scored goals. I think he's turned 17 or turning 17, and he's banging in goals. He doesn't look out of place, physically well able to handle it as well. And maybe another young striker coming through the academy to maybe take a look at. And what under-18s coach Stuart Lewis had to say after the game was, I thought it was a really tough, physically demanding game that really tested the boys, their character and resilience at times. So it was pleasing to get the win and go into the next round. Absolutely great words from Stuart Lewis there, and he's very, very happy with his team on the night. Now, of course, that does mean we advance into the 5th round, so I suppose the next logical question is, who did we get? And we have drawn Bournemouth out in the 5th round of the Under-18s FA Youth Cup, with the fixture details still waiting to be confirmed. Now we're moving into the part where I'll show you guys how the under-21 league table and the under-18 league table look, and also what upcoming fixtures you guys need to look out for if you want to track their progress. Here's how the Tottenham under-21 league Premier League 2 table looks right now. Of course, this is a bit different to the under-18s because all the grade 1 academies are all in one league in the under-21s, whereas the under-18s is split up into north and south, I presume, to sort of reduce a lot of the travelling. But we are top of the league, played 10, won 10, scored 33, only conceded 10, sitting on 30 points. With a game in hand on second place, West Ham United, who sit 4 points behind us, so they're going absolutely great guns in that. And the Tottenham under-21s also have a couple of cup games coming up. Now, the under-18 league table looks as such. Of course, we sit top, played 12, won 9, lost 3, scored 38, conceded 27, which I no doubt the under-18s manager would love to get down a little bit, sitting on 27 points. However, West Ham, who are sitting in second again in the under-18s, chasing our tails, 1 game in hand with 2 points adrift off us. So look, it's all to play for there, but we do have a very, very good under-18s team, a lot of very, very good players in there. And here's some upcoming fixtures for you guys. Of course, for the under-21s, Saturday the 27th at 1 o'clock versus Aston Villa. I do reckon that game will be on Spurs Play. Of course, Spurs play Friday night against Manchester City. So, you know, you will be free to be able to watch the under-21. So I do recommend tuning in. And then we are in cup action then on the 30th, 3 days later against Bristol City in the Premier League Cup group stage, which I'd absolutely love to go and win and get, that'll be all 3 of them, underage, under-17s, under-18s, and under-21s over the last 2 seasons, if we can achieve that. And then, of course, the under-18s, we beat Burton Albion 3-1, like it says there. And then they're back in action on the 27th as they face Brighton away, who we did beat earlier on in the season quite comfortably. So that's it for the under-18s and the under-21s and the Academy report in general. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this sort of content. If you do, please smash the like button. It helps me out massively in terms of the algorithm. Also pushes it out for more people to become more educated on the Academy sort of system and stuff like that as well. And smash that subscribe if you're new around here. But most importantly, let me know your thoughts on the Jamie Donny and Dorrington supposedly being kept around. And do you think the under-18s and the under-21s can both achieve a domestic cup and league double in their retrospective age groups? And also, if there's anything else you want to see me bring to the table in these Academy reports going forward, don't be afraid to recommend in the comment section. If I can implement it, I surely will. I do aim to please. But as always, come on, you Spurs. In the mighty Ange Postecoglou, we trust. We never stop.